What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to my Hardcore Iron Man series. We are on the third progress video of my Hardcore Iron Man. I have a lot of goals that I have set that I did in the last video, and let's see what I did. First off, I started doing the Lost Tribe quest and I completed it. Definitely a good quest for you to do, a lot of mining experience. It also gives you a rate of life. If you're a hardcore Iron Man, you should definitely prioritize that quest. Next, I went immediately to do Death of the Doggershid. For those of you that don't know, to do Death of the Doggershid, you need two sets of ham robes. And they're really hard to get because they don't really drop too often and you need the specific pieces from the ham members that you thieve. So, I got a lot of clue scrolls. So, you're going to see about 7 clips of clue scrolls that I got while I was doing Death to the Doggershid. It's a good quest to do. You get way more than just clue scrolls, which you're going to see later, but let's get right into it. You're going to see a lot of the clips that I got from my clue scrolls. I got a lot of good items, got a lot of crappy ones at the same time. I'm particularly happy about those lumberyard teleports because that'll help me in the long run. The trim pieces are nice. I probably won't use them, but they're still nice to get in the long run. I mean, really, who doesn't want trimmed pieces? They look good, and you can have a fun time doing fashionscape with them. So, I did as many clues as I could. As soon as I got a clue from a ham member, I just went out and did it. I mean, they're easy clues. They don't really require any high-level stuff. One of the clues actually required that I needed to wear a coif, and I didn't have 20 ranged, so that actually made me get up and do 20 range. So I have a pretty decent range level, which I'm going to need anyways if I'm going to be doing Alvarge with steel crossbow. So it's definitely an important stat to get, so I'm glad that I had to do it. Another thing that you guys could get from the Death to the Doggershid is the ability to do ham storerooms. The guards there, you get to pickpocket, and 50% of the time they'll drop a key. It will be either steel, silver, bronze, or iron. And they drop, and you can go into one of the rooms, you picklock the door, and you can pickpocket the chests with the keys, and then you get a variety of jewelry. As you can see on my screen here, I actually underestimated how much you got. You actually get multiple drops per key sometimes. So if you guys are going to be doing this, have at least maybe 14 keys. Don't have any more than that because I actually almost had to like go back. This clip that you're seeing now, I actually had to go back to the bank. I dropped 4 keys on the ground, ran to the bank, came back, and then looted the rest of it. So it's definitely a lot of jewelry. And jewelry is actually a really good thing on a hardcore Iron Man or an Iron Man in general. Think about it. The things I have in my inventory right now, for example, that sapphire amulet, it's going to be used for an amulet of magic. The ruby rings can be used as rings of foraging, so that I don't have to worry about iron ores, coming out impure, which is really annoying, by the way. A lot of the other things, you get diamonds, you get rings of life from it. You can get a diamond amulet as well, so you can guarantee that later on when you have the magic level that you can have an amulet of power later. So these are really good to use. And it's not just for the jewelry, for enchanting either. You can also sell the jewelry at Port Serum, or you can bring nature runes with you and you can high elk the jewelry and you can get a lot of gold. So it's definitely a worthwhile adventure to do Death to the Doggershid and then immediately come down to the storerooms and try to feed the guards. By the way, you don't get kicked out if you pickpocket the guards down here, so no worries about that. It's really good, you just need to bring a lot of worthwhile food, and it's a good adventure. The end result from doing this was, 1, I got about 33 thieving. That was a very good, worthwhile adventure. Second, I used low alchemy on the jewelry, and I made I'd say about 20k off the stuff that I got. So, I didn't low alch some of the important stuff, such as sapphire necklaces, which could be used as game necklaces later on, but some of the less important ones, like ruby necklaces, you can high alch those or low alch those for good money. Anyways, here's a picture of my end result after about 14 of each key. So it's worthwhile, and you guys should definitely look for it. After I was doing that, I kind of looked at other areas to improve on. One, I need farming. So when I got the thievy level necessary to thieve seed stalls, I immediately went over here to grab some seeds. And I'm going to start farming soon because, if I start farming, then I can also start up herblore a lot easier. I also went over and did dwarf cannon, mostly for the crafting experience. I don't expect that I'll be getting a cannon anytime soon. I mean, I would love to get a cannon, but the problem is that it costs a lot of gold. And I could do the storeroom trick, but that's still going to take a long time, way too much time for me right now. So I'm definitely going to wait it out, wait till I get enough gold to buy it, then I'll get it for Slayer tasks. I also went to the bottom of the Varrock Museum. For those of you that don't know, there's a quiz below the Varrock Museum that you can do that will get you about, I'd say about 1,000 experience for Hunter and Slayer. It's a good way to start off Hunter because for those of you that don't know, if you start off Hunter any other way, you basically have to go do bird, and the bird that you have to do at level 1 is all the way like by the ogres where Chinchompas are too, and it's really annoying to get there. So if you start at level 9, you can actually go to ones that are right next to the Tree Gnome Stronghold. So it's a lot easier to get there, and you guys should definitely consider doing that. I've also been preparing to do Dragon Slayer. As you can see here, I'm doing a Slayer task of Calphites, but my stats also correlate with what I'm trying to do. With 35 fletching, smithing, and mining, I'm getting really close to the things that I need so that I can start off Dragon Slayer, finish it without really having to worry about my damage output or anything like that. But I'll explain the strategy to you guys next time. It's going to be an exciting video, so make sure you guys watch it. Thank you guys for watching my video. I'm glad that you guys keep tuning into my videos. I'm going to try to keep the content pumping out. I'm going to try to release on a cycle of every 2 days. If there isn't enough content for Hardcore Ironman, I'll start releasing my other PKing videos as time goes on because obviously when I get more experience in Hardcore Ironman, it's a little bit more grindy, so it's definitely going to be a lot less progress updates as time goes on, so I'll have to, keep the content fresh with other things as well. Thank you guys for watching and have a good day.